is the very important and first human rights, because without peace you can't have development, you can't have any progress. So peace is very important. But then to build on that, to empower the civil community to work on issues of human rights, justice, equality, and healing the past. So the role of the civil community is very important. Peace, the first step. Building the peace is a lifetime's job, but we can do that when we have peace.
U svijetu je trenutno više od 60 zemalja na neki način uključeno u ratove koji nose neizbrisive posljedice. Samo u Siriji se procjenjuje da je u protekle 3 godine izgubljeno oko 150.000 života. Na ovoj listi Evropa je zemlja sa najmanje političkog nasilja u formi ratnog konflikta, no ipak se bori s ksenofobijom, rasizmom, dostizanjem socijalne pravde, dakle postizanjem održivog mira, 100 godina nakon Prvog svjetskog rata. Učenje iz posljedica ratnih razaranja trebalo bi da bude najvrijednija lekcija koja će osigurati da se ti ratovi nikada ne ponove, kako obično i glase poslijeratne parole. Ipak, sudeći po situaciji u svijetu, u većini slučajeva nije tako. Stvaranje mira i održavanje mira nakon konflikta je dugotrajan proces i zahtijeva naporan rad nekoliko generacija. Primjer tog rada je i mirovni događaj organiziran u Sarajevu.
In the very beginning, we really wanted to draw lessons from 100 years World War I. So the main idea really was what are the lessons learned? We have to abolish war. And having this as a first idea, we developed our kind of slogan from a world of war and violence to a world of peace and non-violence.
My personal impression is that in the middle point of all the discussion it says what we can do for getting lasting peace, how we can enlarge our activities, how we can stop these brutal wars all over the world, come to a non-violent solutions, to culture of peace, to common action for conflict prevention and conflict, positive civil conflict solution.
Mislim da smo s tim programom nekako, ne znam, pružili šansu ljudima da shvate definiciju, mislim šta sve može biti definicija mira, da to nije samo stanje bez rata ili bez nasilja.
And we developed 5 different themes. Militarization and alternatives, peace and social justice, gender, women and peace, reconciliation dealing with the past, and the culture of peace and non-violence. And in those 5 themes, many events, I think in total maybe 170 to 180 workshops took place.
We had a lot of very, very good workshops. We had brilliant cultural activities. We had a good concert yesterday in solidarity with the victims of the flood. The atmosphere is great, very positive, very creative, very friendly. So for me it is much more than I could expect. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really over happy with everything what's happened. You know, I could expect a lot, but I also knew all the difficulties we had. And after these 2.5 days, it is really a great event.
Mislim da smo pružili veoma kvalitetan program, da smo pružili priliku da se priča o stvarima kojim se ne priča svakodnevno. Što se organizacije tiče, bilo je tu malih greškica, nažalost ne može se sve savršeno raditi, ali sve u svemu mislim da smo svi mi zadovoljni.
The feedback so far was really great from the participants and everybody involved. We had really good workshops on Ukraine, on Syria, on the different themes of the peace event. And the opening and closing ceremony also, the opening ceremony I think also went really well. We have about 2,500 people in total participating in the event. So I'm quite happy about the results up to now.
One baby
after 20 years. This country is deeply divided. And that is process of reconciliation and coming together only starts. I have the feeling that on one side the flood, which doesn't separate between the ethnics, and on the other side the protest action in early spring are bringing more or less the people together and say that the social situation is much more important than the ethnic coming from. So hopefully we can help a little bit bringing people together, only a little bit. But I think it is a long, long way. And this way has to be begun here. And my hope is the young generation.
A mislim da prije nego što se uopće treba razmišljati o miru kao o stanju, političkom stanju ili nacionalnom ili šta već, treba razmišljati o internom miru. Ja mislim da je to ono što pokreće mir i treba se krenuti iz najmanje sitnice, iz svakodnevne te borbe protiv onog nasilja što mi doživljavamo svakodnevno. I da se tako možda može doći do nekog mira. Znači, prazno je reći da ne vjerujemo u mir.
If you don't move and if you don't do it, nothing will happen. You know, we have to take it all in our own hands and be creative, be optimistic, and just constantly remind the politicians or whoever is in power that we want a different world. And we should be persistent and with a long breath go step by step forward and never give up on this.
Why can't we all be children like? Black, white, brown, mixed. Oh yes.